Hello, my dear snowflakes. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're doing well and I hope you're having a nice day. So today we are doing a short little mini stream. We're gonna do some mining because a lot of um, our potential armor is locked behind various smithing types. And so, in order to get resources for those, we're gonna go ahead and get a lot of ore. So I have like 2-ish hours that I'm gonna be streaming, um, which is about the same length of time as pre yesterday's stream, but today I'm actually feeling energetic. So relatively short stream compared to my usual. Um, Reason for that is I'm have an interview coming up soon, so I'm trying to get back to a relatively quote unquote normal sleep schedule so I don't look tired during the interview. So last time we left off, we created a new character and made them a gladiator and did a few quests. So today we're gonna um we're gonna make our way to the mining guild, which is like on the opposite side of the city. So we gotta run over there. Um yeah, I was trying to think of what I could do for a short stream, and it occurred to me that wait, hang on. Was that Lulu from Final Fantasy X? No, not quite. Similar dress though. It occurred to me that I have mining in my name, and so I could make this stream a pun by just spending the whole stream grinding out the mining skill. Thought that'd be funny. We'll go all the way down to the Thaumaturge Guild just to grab that Aethernet shard. So otherwise we're just never gonna grab it. You don't really have to come here for the MSQ at all. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a nice day. That is quite the name. We need to go down this way. At some point we'll have to pick up the Armorer's Guild, um, because that's where you actually make the armor, but we won't have access to that for a while because it's locked behind Limsa Lominsa, and that is story locked for the next while. To my knowledge, at least. Well met, adventurer. You stand within the Miners' Guild, the place where miners seek the realm's mineral wealth. The place where seekers of the realm's mineral wealth gather. With pickaxe and sledgehammer, we miners work hard, and the earth, blah blah blah. I accidentally clicked it. If you have a mind to join our ranks, you will be pleased to know that we are currently recruiting. Great riches await those who, with strong backs and keen eyes. Yeah, I'll join. A decision you will not regret. You have just taken your first step towards striking it rich. To look at the lands around Ul'dah, one would be forgiven for thinking the region barren of opportunity, but beneath the surface, the scene could not be more different. There lie veins of copper, silver, and gold beyond measure. For as long as he has dwelt in Thanalan, man has availed himself of these vast deposits, giving rise to thriving mineral trade, which forms the foundation of our nation's prosperity. Of course, the mining trade as it is today, owes much to an event which took place some century and a half ago, namely the Mad Mithril Rush. Never before had the Sultanate seen such an influx of migrants. Endless Endless throngs came from lands near and far, spurred on by the dream of discovering the motherlode. Alas, a harsh reality awaited them. You see, the vast majority of these poor souls were miners in name alone, and they possessed neither the proper equipment nor the training to realize their dreams. To make matters worse, concerns, those who the mining concerns who in those days held absolute power did not scruple to exploit them. Presented with a glut of unskilled labor, they proceeded to fill every tunnel to bursting, with atrocious working conditions soon became the norm. Miners were paid a pittance for backbreaking labor and saw naught of the riches they unearthed. Pushed to breaking point, the workers banded together to form the Miners' Guild with the aim of improving conditions while protecting the integrity of the trade. Since then, we have sought to educate folk in correct mining practices, both to prevent accidents and curb the impact that our trade has upon the environment. I trust you now have a better understanding of what we do. All that is left is to commit your name to our role. When you are ready to do so, pray speak to me again. I shall guide you through the enrollment procedure. So, are you ready to join the Miners Guild? Yes. Music to my ears. Aye, the kind made when one's pickaxe strikes gold. You must introduce yourself to Guildmaster Adalberta right away. Her approval is required if you are to be formally admitted to our ranks. In case you are unaware, Adalberta is perhaps the most accomplished of those miners who still swing a pickaxe. Her understanding of our trade is unsurpassed, and her flair for prospecting is uncanny. Her brain, in short, is a veritable gold mine of knowledge, much of it concerning the mining of gold. Jesting apart, you stand to learn a great deal from her. When you are ready, pray present yourself to Adalberta. You will find her down the steps yonder, over by the bar. Well met, adventurer. Adalberta is my name, and I'm the master of this guild. I take it you wish to become a miner. Well, our doors are open to all who aren't afraid to work hard and get dirty. Thanks to recent advances in refining techniques, it's now possible to smelt even low purity ores. I mention this because it's allowed us to reopen a number of mines which were long thought exhausted, prompting trade to flourish. Truth be told, with business as it is at the moment, we can't take on enough new miners, and few folk make better miners than adventurers, you being a hardy lot. What's more, you're well traveled, which serves to expand the guild's sphere of activity. Oh, but I'm not suggesting you join solely for our benefit. For your part, you'll acquire skills that will prove to your profit, a mutually beneficial arrangement. I trust you'll agree. So what say you? You will join us, yes? Made to work hard and get dirty? Yes. Then I bid you welcome to the Miners' Guild. May your toils never go unrewarded. Now then, here's a pickaxe to get you started. It's not the newest, but it should serve a novice well enough. Go on and take it up. See how it feels in your hands. Speak to me again when you're ready, and I'll assign you a little task to help you get into the swing of things. Miner unlocked. You have unlocked a new class. You can change to this class at any time by equipping the tool received from this quest. When changing classes, gear sets will allow you to register and save your equipment. You may then use them to switch between classes instantly without the need to manually equip weapons or equipment. A button for gear set interface is located in the upper portion of the character window. Gathering log obtained. Your main Your main weapon determines your current class. Changing classes is as easy as equipping a different type of weapon or tool to your main hand slot. When playing more than one class or job, gear sets allow you to save several different combinations of equipment and swap them at your leisure. A button for the gear set interface is located in the upper portion of the character window. Gatherer role actions. You have learned a Gatherer role action. Gatherer role actions are abilities shared by botanists, miners, and fishers rather than a specific class. They are learned via leveling or upon completing certain quests, but only need to be learned once to be able to use them with all gathering classes. Once learned, these role actions can be used to reveal and track gathering locations in any given area, even for classes other than your currently selected one. Gatherer role actions can be found in the Actions and Traits window, found under Character in the main menu. And then let's equip some clothes. Oh, and then we gotta update that gear set. Cool. My first pickaxe. Alberta wants to assign you your first task. You look good with a pickaxe mining. Now that you're suitably equipped, your training can commence. A miner learns her craft best in the wilderness with pickaxe in hand. To begin, let's see how you fare with good old copper ore. Bring me, say, 10 chunks. There are deposits of the stuff throughout Thanalan. I doubt you'll have to go very far outside the city. Seek out some promising locations outside the Gate of the Sultana and the Gate of Nald and swing away. The motion may feel awkward at first, but in time it will become second nature. Miners use pickaxes and other tools to extract the mineral wealth of Eorzea and gather materials used in crafting. Locations that can be mined for resources are known as mineral deposits. To locate mineral deposits, make your way out of the city and use the miner action known as Prospect. Jump. Just a reminder to anybody who wishes to play with me, in order to do so, you will have to create a character in this Chaos server in Spriggan World. So make sure to do that. Finding mineral deposits. Miners can use pickaxes and other digging tools to mine the mountains of Eorzea and gather materials for use in crafting. Locations that are prime for mining are known as mineral deposits. Mineral deposits are only discernible from other stones when using the action Prospect. While this action is active, the location of mineral deposits is displayed on the minimap. Once you have arrived at a mineral deposit, select it to begin mining. Gathering. As many as 8 different types of items can be found on a single gathering point. Begin gathering by selecting an item from the list that appears after right-clicking the target. Your chances of successfully obtaining the selected item are displayed as a percentage to the right of its icon. Gear with high gathering rating will improve these chances, but only if you're... Sorry, I got distracted by the Pegasus. Gear with a higher gathering rating will improve these chances, but only if your class level is at or above the item level, also displayed to the right of the item icon. An item's position on the list is determined by its type. For example, branches are always found in the third slot. Remembering which types of items are located in which slots will help you when coming across a new type of mature tree. Okay, I guess it's the same for when you start botany. Let's get copper ore. And then we'll register each of these in the gathering notebook as well. Gathering interface. A list of items available through gathering uh, can be viewed by opening the gathering log. This feature is accessible via logs in the main menu. Items that you have successfully gathered at least once will appear with a check mark next to their icons. Gathering an item for the first time will earn you a special experience point reward. Certain items can only be obtained in certain areas. To confirm where an item might be found, refer to your gathering log. The muddy water does not want to be obtained, apparently. Area. That's not the one I wanted to get. Shoot. Is my capture messed up again? It is. It keeps changing around. It's very annoying. Wish you would stop doing that. Copper ore. There we go. Ba 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 da. The XP boost in this world is insane. Gatherer's Boon. When gathering, there's a chance of triggering the Gatherer's Boon effect, which will grant an additional item during that gathering attempt. The higher your perception rating, the better chance you have of triggering this effect. So that's all that done. Let's go hand this in and pick up the next one. By the time we're done with that, we'll be able to do the one after that too. As long as it doesn't make us leave Thanalan until then. Oh, that's weird. You guys can hear me itching my face. My mic is very sensitive. And yet it keeps picking up my voice as being like really quiet, and I don't know why that is. Like I'm talking pretty loudly. Whenever I watch my videos back, I can like barely hear myself. If you guys know why that is, let me know. Because I have like my sensitivity turned up. And it's like really high in my OBS mixing, so I don't know why it's doing this. But yeah, let me know in the comment section of the VOD if you know what's going on with that. It's 10 chunks of copper ore I want. The metal is common enough in Thanalan. You shouldn't have enough You shouldn't have trouble finding suitable deposits just outside the gate of the Sultana and gate of Nald. Let's see here. 10 chunks, just as I ordered. Well done, mining. Tell me, is being a miner like you imagined? Harder than expected, is it? Heh, all new recruits say as much. It takes a combination of knowledge, experience, and instinct to know where to dig. Yet it's ultimately backbreaking labor that yields you your prize. Make no mistake, Make no mistake, mining. Mining is grueling work, and you'll be dog-tired most of your working hours. But tell me, did you not feel invigorated each time your pickaxe struck home? Did you not experience a thrill of triumph when the earth finally yielded up your prize? That is what we miners live for. You may be ripe to collapse, your face caked in week-old dirt, but the promise of discovery drives you on, and in the instant you find that which you have lost with and the instant you find that which you have long sought, in that sparkling instant, you feel like a god among men. You've made a fine start, and I would see you maintain your efforts. Practice swinging your pickaxe till your arms have learned the motion, then return here. I'll have another little task for you. The next minor quest will be available from Adalberta upon reaching level 5, which I have already reached. Know thy land. Adalberta wants to teach you the importance of knowing the land. Hello there, mining. 'Tis good to see you again. Judging by the blisters on your hands, it's plain you've been working at it. It's plain that you've been hard at it with your pickaxe. Good. You're ready for the next stage of your training. Eorzea is a vast realm filled with diverse environments, and her mineral wealth varies from region to region. Even with Thanalan, there's a marked difference between west and east. If you want to be a successful miner, it's essential that you know where to look for what. And for that, you have to become intimate with Eorzea. How else can you expect her to reveal her innermost secrets to you? Getting to know her every square malm is no small undertaking, of course, but the yalms soon add up, as I'm sure you'll find with my next task. I'd like you to seek out 10 bone chips for me. So you don't go Just so you don't go about it completely blind, here's a hint. You'll find these just beyond the gate of Nald. Off you go now, and happy digging. To the gate of Nald. Again. This way. Pretty far out for being, quote, just outside the gate of Nald. I'll be honest. It's like all the way across the river. Had a music change and everything. Okay, let's turn off quick gathering and get to work. Disciple of the Land action Sneak allows you to conceal yourself from enemies so that you may log, mine, or fish without fear of being attacked. Be mindful, however, that this ability is not effective against enemies with a level significantly higher than your own. Wait, this didn't give me the bone shards I needed. What? Gathering log. Bone ships are level 5? Central Thanalan Spineless Basin. She said Gate of Thal. I see. That makes sense. Whoops. I don't believe you, game. I don't think that's the closest one. So that wouldn't still be Spineless Basin, would it? Feels like that'd be too far away. $99 to the north, huh? Yeah, that... I don't know, this seems sketch. I guess this is the general area where I got him last time. Okay, let's not pick a fight with the bees. We would not win. Minding your own business, Thanel. Quarrying. Breaking rocks in the hot sun one. In addition to mining, miners can use secondary tools to quarry items from patches of stone referred to as rock outcrops. As is the case with mineral deposits, these locations are only discernible when using the action prospect. To quarry, you must first equip a sledgehammer in your offhand. Sledgehammers can be obtained from shops, markets, or quests. Platforming. Excuse me. Remember, that's 10 bone chips I want you to bring. Good luck. Ah, yes, precisely 10 bone chips. You've done well, mining. No doubt you had trouble tracking these down at first, but each chip you found added to your understanding. For your efforts, you've come to know our best to search for bone chips. Oh, not again. And so it goes for everything else we mine. Now, in addition to learning where to find materials, you should also make a point of knowing who needs them. For instance, armorers and blacksmiths are our best customers when it comes to ores, while goldsmiths would struggle to ply their trade if we didn't supply them with gold and gemstones. Oh, and I mustn't forget the alchemists. These fellows can never have too much rock salt and cinnabar, and we often rub shoulders with them. In short, know whence it comes and whither it goes. To be sure, you still have much more to learn, and there's no substitute for hard work. Oh, don't look so glum. Just be thankful you don't have to bleeding memorize all that information. You have a gathering log for such stuff. Make good use of it and you can't go wrong. That's all for now. Keep up with your efforts and visit me again when you've spent more time in the wilds with pickaxe in hand, and I'll have another task for you when you've perfected your swing. For every 5th level you reach as a miner, you will gain the ability to detect higher level mineral deposits. When this occurs, any new items that are available through gathering will be added to your gathering log. You can use the lay of the land miner action to help you locate the nearest mineral deposits within your skill range. With the higher item level. Stone Whisperer. Allows you to identify the characteristics of a mineral deposit or rocky outcrop, improving yield conditions. Improving yield when conditions are met. Improving gathering rates, rather. The cutting edge. Adalberto wants you to undertake a task in the name of the Miners Guild. Ah, there she is, the rising star of the Miners Guild. Now don't be like that, I'm only teasing. Which is not to say that it isn't true. The fact is, you've been working tirelessly and you've improved more quickly than I could have hoped. Indeed, I think you're ready to handle a task in the name of the guild. As you probably know, we receive orders from various parties, but most... I need to turn this down a bit. But most come from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. The concern actually owns this hall, but they've kindly given us the loan of it. In return, they get first pick of guild talent to work their mines. On occasion, they send requests for us to procure less widely used minerals, commodities required in quantities too small to warrant anything beyond an ad hoc arrangement. One such request happens to have arrived just now, and I want you to take care of it, mining. This time the concern needs 10 pieces of obsidian, and I'd like you to procure them. You'll have the best luck searching around the hammers in western Thanalan. Raise that back up a bit. I don't know why I keep, like, quintuple checking this. Where are the hammers? Oh, like Hammerly, I see. Got some more shards to grab. Trick. I know they're through here. I've played this game before. Thought they were through here. Yeah. Don't mind the Yarzons. Don't mind the Yarzons. Don't mind the Yarzons. They're just here to distract me. That one's coming a little too close for comfort. Run away! Good. I didn't expect that to actually work. Excuse me. I want to get a little bit more. just for XP purposes. Nice. And so now we'll just run back to the Miners Guild, and we'll be set. Hate the Yarzans, they're the worst. I'll grab some fire crystals or fire shards while I'm here. They'll help with the smelting we'll have to do at some point. So we will have to do a lot of smelting. Okay, run this way. Just had the weirdest bit of deja vu. I haven't streamed this game before, have I? No, I don't think I have. I think this is just my brain being weird. How were they? How were they behind the loading zone? What? That's different. I didn't know you could go around to the loading zone like that. Yeah, I have to change some settings on my TV because I think my color's turned up too high. Excuse me. It's 55 is about where OBS is saying it should be. Ugh, this game looks so gray now. Is this what you guys have been looking at this whole time? Yikes. I just realized I haven't turned on stream avatars. It's fine. It's only a mini stream today anyway, so. Ooh, this is some fine obsidian. The concern will be well pleased. In case you're wondering, the spoils of your labor are bound for the Colosseum. I'm told there's to be an exhibition featuring ancient arms. One of these is the Maca Macua Macahualitial. One of these is the Mac, a wooden sword with shards of obsidian embedded in its edge. Before man learned how to work metal, he used various kinds of stone to craft blades for his weapons. Obsidian was among the most coveted thanks to the razor-sharp edge it could achieve. These days, of course, blades are commonly forged of steel and obsidian has fallen out of favor. But there's still folk out there willing to pay good coin for it nonetheless. As an ambitious young miner, you'd do well to pay attention to such customers. Make the effort to stay abreast of demand, excuse me, and your efforts will be more richly rewarded. You continue to impress me with your progress mining. It's past time you learned how to use a sledgehammer. The secondary tool we use in conjunction with the pickaxe. Thus equipped, you'll be able to break outcrops of bedrock to get to the precious minerals within. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and find a rocky outcrop and give that sledgehammer of yours a swing. Okay, we have to level up a little bit more before we can talk to Rogan. So is there any more stuff we need to get down then? Now see the Black Shroud. Black Shroud. Thanalan. Horizon's Edge. Western Thanalan. Is there any lower level stuff? Central Thanalan, Black Brush. Western Thanalan, Horizon's Edge. Central Thanalan, Black Brush. Okay, so let's go to Horizon's Edge. Looks like it has a little bit more stuff for us. So that's Horizon's Edge. It's the edge of the town horizon. And then while we're at Horizon, we might as well get the Aether Crystal there. I can't see my cursor. That's probably not good. I'll get this outcrop done, and then I'm gonna go into my PlayStation settings and see if I can resolve this. Okay, I'll be right back while I figure this out. Okay, I think I might have fixed it. Emphasis on think. We'll find out next time we're in a menu. Why am I running away from the teleport crystal? I always do this. always like, okay, I'm at the teleport crystal. Let me run away from it to go get a teleport crystal so I can teleport where I need to go. But like, no, I can just use the teleport crystal. Obviously. Getting in deep. Adalberto would like you to meet a prominent member of the mining community. Mining. I've been searching high and low for you. You have a visitor, and no ordinary one at that. I speak of Deep Canyon, vice foreman of Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It seems word of your sizable haul of obsidian has reached his ears, and now he wishes to meet with you. I can only speculate as to his intentions, I'm afraid. We haven't spoken much of late. Truth be told, I've scarcely seen him, and you'd never know it, but we used to be close. Anyway, I'd suggest you go and see the man. Find out what he wants of you. He's waiting by the entrance. You must be mining nature. I've been waiting for you. I'm Deep Canyon, vice foreman of the concern. I must say that you're not what I was expecting. I was sure Adalberta's new protege would be a la Megan, like every other miner this place produces these days, but I'll wager you're from even farther afield, and that you're an adventurer. No offense, but in these parts, adventurers are known for being fickle buggers who break pledges like the rest of us break bread. Truth be told, I've always wondered whether you lot are actually good for Ul'dah. But it seems you're not like the others. It takes more than a job in miner to deliver an order, deliver on an order from the concern. Jeez, I can't talk. I have a mind to assign you real work. But before I do, I'm obliged to test you. I want you to procure 10 ounces of cinnabar for me. To do this, and we'll talk more about lucrative undertakings. Of course, a bit of cinnabar shouldn't be much trouble for the guild's rising star. 'Tis but a formality. And speaking of formalities, be sure to tell the guildmaster about your little test. She's the one in charge around here after all, and I won't have it said that I'm undermining her authority. A test from Deep Canyon, you say? Thought as much. In case you don't know, cinnabar is the material used to make quicksilver. It's found in certain types of rock, and you invariably need a sledgehammer to get at it. Now, I don't mean to dampen your spirits, but contrary to what you've been told, cinnabar isn't easy to find. It's known to elude even experienced miners, and here you are, tasked with procuring 10 ounces of the stuff. Safe to say, this test is no mere formality. I may not be able to help you dig, but I can point you in the right direction. Search just outside the Sunrise Gate. The rocky outcrops thereabouts are known to yield cinnabar. 10 ounces may sound like nothing, but take it from me. You'll have to work for every one. This is a big task, mining, but I believe you're equal to it. Well, we already have 1 ounce. Where did she say we have to go? Sunrise Gate? Sunset Gate. Was that it? No, that's the Goalie Gate. Oh, it's just Horizon's Edge. Okay. They overcomplicated that a bit. By learning the spell Teleport, you are now able to travel instantly between aetherytes to which you are attuned. Access the teleportation menu by selecting Teleport under Travel from the main menu. Unlike other spells, Teleport does not require MP to cast, instead uses a type of naturally regenerating spiritual energy. A small fee of gil, however, must be paid to the keepers of the aetherytes so that they can maintain the crystals and defend them from those who would see them destroyed. The fee varies depending on travel distance and remoteness of aetheryte location. Registering an aetheryte as a favored destination will reduce the amount of gil required to travel there. Up to 3 favored destinations can be registered at any one time. I don't know why I just ran past that deposit. It's this way. Let's get some water shards. And we'll head back to where the fire shards were to grab some of them. Ah. Actually, we'll wait until Bill Robot? Level 40 Salvage Vanguard. I didn't know these things spawned here. Okay, well they don't anymore. Got killed by something. We'll hand in the quest first, see how much XP we need. And then when we hit level 20, we'll go back again. So I think the level 21 is the one that's locked behind going to Limsa Lominsa. So if it is, then at that point we'll switch over to doing more Gladiator and MSQ stuff. Because this is a pretty bad area to be XP grinding for mining. Just because there isn't a whole lot of stuff we haven't already gotten in low-level Thanalan regions. So, especially considering the fact that uh, there wouldn't really be any point to level grinding mining without doing the quests. I just not gonna do it. Because the next one is the materia concerns or whatever the materia quest is that requires you to go get carbonized matter. It's going to be rough. I want 10 ounces of 10 ounces of cinnabar and not one less. Oh, and make it quick. Got other commissions I want seeing too. Well, well, the full amount. Congratulations, mining. You've passed the test. Seems you got more potential than I'd been led to believe. This guild's no place for a lass of your talent. I'd make you my personal assistant, but sadly for you, the position's not open to adventurers. Why? Because the concern only employs those whose roots are firmly planted in Ul'dah. Our nation owes much of its prosperity to the mining trade, but more and more we see outsiders growing fat on the knowledge of our forebears. Oh, and I know full well that there are decent foreigners out there who give as much as they get, yourself for one. But ultimately, what belongs in Ul'dah should stay in Ul'dah hands. Of course, the current guildmaster doesn't share our way of thinking, which is something I dare say we'll need to see about correcting before long. Might be as business is good, but 'tis better to be short-handed than to watch outsiders make off with our wealth. But we were talking about you, mining. You've proven yourself capable, and the concern will have more work for you in the coming days. Depend on it. Before I go, here's some free advice from me. Pay more attention to your gear. What you wear and wield affects how well you work. Even a decent pair of gloves can make a world of difference, take my word for it. These things cost money, 'tis true, but what's the price of a pair of gloves compared to untold wealth that lies out there waiting to be dug up? Bugger all, that's what. On that note, I'll be off. I don't doubt we'll meet again soon, assuming you stick with the trade long enough, that is. Certain gear grants bonuses to your gathering, perception, and GP values. A higher gathering rating improves your chances of obtaining an item, greater perception raises the amount of items obtained, and additional GP increases your extracting stamina. Outfitting yourself with an eye to your objectives will increase the efficiency of your gathering endeavors. 16. Oh, Guildmaster. Okay. Yeah, this is the one that requires me to go to Limsa Limensa. So, that's all for the mining portion of today's stream. I am going to switch over to Gladiator. And we're gonna do some more MSQ. But before that, we're gonna take a quick intermission. Use the restroom, fill up any drinks you may have with you, and we'll be back in a bit. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me just plug the capture card back in. I was charging my headphones during the intermission. Hang on. I go like that. Nope. Gotta deactivate and activate it. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. So where do we gotta go for our main quest? To to the Adventurers Guild. Okay. Almost there. Ooh, they're a bunny person. Ooh, I like their hair. That's cool. Let's check them out first person. Oh, they got the like pugilist weapons. That's neat. Oh, they've noticed me. Run! Run away! I like looking at other people's builds. They look cool. Another purple-haired one. It seems to be like a common pick. No, don't run away. Oh, they're actually running now. Okay. Hey, Papa Sean. Nothing to see here. Horas. That's what they are. That's what the other person had. Hmm. Very limited selection of rewards here. Exclusively Gladiator, Pugilist, and Thaumaturge. I guess those are the only combat classes here in uh in Ul'dah. So I guess it makes sense because this is an Ul'dah exclusive one. Station Master Papashan has a simple task for a fledgling adventurer. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area. A dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have been they have long been away from the shade and feather beds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. If it isn't much, please. It isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. Sorry, I forgot he said that. Andio Jr. Oh, it's the other purple-haired person. A lot of pugilists today, huh? Halt, madam! I'm going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. Traditional Dunesfolk bread twisted into the shape of a knot and sprinkled generously with coarse ground salt before being baked to a perfect brown resembling twilight over thanalin. State your name and business. A twilight pretzel from Papashan? By the gods, forgive me. You could say this post has my nerves in a twist. I'm I'm terribly sorry for that. Ahem. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe as long as I stand watch. Please give Papashan my thanks, and tell him I only wish I could repay the favor. 12 saved me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. Twilight pretzel. Don't mind if I do. Ah, now that's a refreshing God's damned pretzel. I feel reborn. What does Iron Will do again? Significantly increases enemy generation. Lowers attack with stun. Reduces damage. Increased enmity. Combo to this and increased damage. Okay. Western front clear. Eastern front clear. For me, from Papashan. Twilight pretzel. My favorite. How did he know? Can't fight an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. These Sultan Sworn really like their puns, huh? You've returned, and with a deal fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how fare are Sultan Sworn sentries? Do they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? I... Oh, oh dear. Take this for your troubles, then. And stay a moment. There is more I would ask of you. That kinda sucks, so we'll just go with money. Mining. I have just this moment. No. No, the time for concealment has passed. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news, which is the real reason I asked you to meet those Sultan Sworn. Underneath the Sultan tree. Papa Shan is in dire need of your assistance. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I have been ordered to see her safe return. The Sultan Sworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed for caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen, Mining. It must not. I need you to help me find her. Yes. Praise the 12. I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is vast and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lyria. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck. There's a person. Oh, it's Ondio Jr. again. And they're in a cutscene. Now that I say that out loud, that sounds really creepy that I'm looking at them while they are busy with a cutscene. I probably shouldn't do that. Is this the Sultan Tree? It is. Okay. It is quite a big tree. Who did Lalafell? Hello? Oh, Sultan Tree. You are about to enter an instanced battle. Instanced battles only occur during quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. Special instances. You are about to enter a special instance. These areas are reserved for important battles which feature unique environmental conditions or powerful boss enemies. Instance objectives can be confirmed in the duty list. For the duration of the battle, you will be unable to pass beyond the red line displayed in the field. You will automatically leave the instance once all quest objectives have been met. And I will be synced down to level 8.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear. Show yourself!
As you command, O Lilira. Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you. Ah, you must be the one the Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person. Alas, the station master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
I forgot Thancred is just incredibly sarcastic all the time. Defeat the Blangas. Level Sync is a system... Come, let's attend to our uninvited guest. Level Sync is a system which allows players to participate in lower level duties by temporarily adjusting their levels, and is available for most fates and instance raids. When your level is synced, not only your personal attributes, but the attributes of your gear will automatically be lowered to meet the requirements set by the duty in which you are participating. Once the duty ends, everything is restored to its original state. One experience earned while level synced is based off of the synced level, not your current level. However, it will be added to the progress of the ladder. Okay, just gonna slowly chip away at it since Handsome Stranger is not exactly the most DPS based character. More of them, really now. There are limits to our hospitality. Just a little more. Duty complete.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. Power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Ah, coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void sent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream. No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt.
Okay, I just want to say, later on, Thancred, aka Handsome Stranger, aka question mark question mark question mark, um, he says that we blamed our visions and passing out um on an excess of aether. But like the only two times so far that it had happened, other people told us that it was too much aether. Like, Thancred, we're not the ones to blame here. You're literally telling us too much aether, no doubt.
Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
Okay, so we've got our first crystal. Let's go report to Papa Shan. It's literally what the quest objective is. Thank the gods you've returned. You had us all so worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble status were to be injured, or worse. Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I have already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan. You and the people of Ul'dah. No. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands, m'lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in the future. Curtsy. Curtsy. No curtsy. When do I get to learn the curtsy emote? That's my question. Cannot thank you enough, Mining. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from the Void-Sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder. I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the aether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Mining, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Low blow. Action learned. Stuns target. Duration 5 seconds. Is that better than Shield Bash? No. Does it have a faster... It also doesn't have a faster recharge. In fact, it has 10 times the recharge. Why would I want low blow? For anything. I guess it's for non-gladiators. Excuse me. Step 9. Susadoa needs a reliable adventurer to deliver a gift to the coffer and coffin. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I've resolved to pay a debt of gratitude, which I owe the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I have purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. They really liked their alliteration writing this quest. You see, the scheduled shipment from Nanawa Mines, for which I wait, is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagaria at the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. If Cisadoa doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen will sadly be past its prime. Exchange this slip at the Royal Plantations for one ripe pumpkin. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we are always deluged with demand. You know the way to the Coffer and Coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. Man, I think the writers found out what alliteration was, and then immediately wrote this quest. Because that is a lot that they just did. Got a worker. I can take it. Nice. Have I finished my 1 through 10 hunting log? No. Black brush, and the clutch. Well, the clutch is this way, so I can go do that now. What did I need from the clutch? Antling soldiers. Nice. Western Central. Okay, so Blackbrush, which is also pretty close by. Neither of these are terrible. That's a big ant. Oh, this whole area is Blackbrush, so it could be pretty much anywhere. Unless they're right here. No, this is like a school of some sort. No, it's not. It's just a bunch of miners. Well, hopefully they're not miners with all that alcohol on the table. Badoon ching! Yes, I disappoint myself sometimes. I figured that much was obvious. There's what I needed. Nice. So that's that one done. Spriggan Grave Robber. Think I know where that one was? Yeah, it was down down here. So that one was on the Thermiturge hit list as well. And I spent a while looking for it. So that's why I remember it so well. I'm gonna find a crowd and just go ham on the spin attacks. Okay, I might have gone a bit too far. Wait, come back. I wanted to look at you. Rin. Okay. Disappear, why don't you? No, the last one's all the way in Western Dandelion, which I don't think I've even been to yet. Oh, that's Western Dandelion. I'll get it eventually. I was mixing up Western and Eastern Dandelion again. Drink for your lassie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at my place. It is believed that after eating pumpkin for the first time, the Sultana fell in love with the nutty flavor and ordered all of her royal plantations grow the vegetable. What's that? We Cisadoa asked you to bring this here to me. Heh. Even so, that foul-mouthed drunk... So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drink-sodden arse back home. But hell's an honest-to-God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. Can't wait to see what the cooks'll do with her. The lads here scarf down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their belly, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, lassie. Prudence at this junction. Roger hears all sorts of information in his line of work, some of which may be useful to you. Word is, Blackbrush Station's sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. You can view, equip, and remove gear by selecting character under character from the main menu. To equip an item, first select the desired slot. This will open the armory chest from which you can select the item you wish to equip. Finally, from the sub-command menu, select equip to put on the gear. Or you can do it how I prefer to do it and just let the recommended gear do all the work for you. Usually won't be too pretty, but it gives you the best stats, so, you know. Looking for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches are sellswords hired by the Amagina and Sons mineral concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work and liable to get messier still if you're ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you are ready, present yourself to me again. Equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with item of gear level 5 or above before returning to speak with Warren. So, are you ready for inspection? Good. Everything appears to be in order. Yet know that naught is guaranteed in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress after all. At any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between, and I would not have you throw your life away. I have had to bury too many comrades who brushed aside cracks in their hauberks and dints in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance for gear. Out of house and home. Warren has worked for an adventurer willing to exterminate the goblins attacking ore wagons. They're giving us Viking sword, leather, a high mantis, ram horn staff, or elegant bronze piece. Probably go with the bronze piece because this is still not as good as what we have. Warren has worked for an adventurer willing to exterminate the goblins attacking ore wagons. Let's get to it then, shall we? Ore wagons pass through this station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Feska's Watch. A tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a goblin nest. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where goblins hide. Use this silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures, then slay them. Key items can be used on targets by first selecting the target, then selecting the appropriate icon from the key items window and choosing use. Did I equip? No, I didn't. Good thing I checked. Narrow fissure. Several chunks of silver which have grown together to form a sizable cluster. Soft skittering sound begins to echo in the tunnel. Report to Warren. Well done. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnels free of goblins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interests of Amajina and Sons mineral concern, but of Ul'dah herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more women like you to lend a hand. Sorry, I'm just checking Discord real quick. Okay. I think this will be the last quest for tonight, and then if we don't level up, which we should, based on math, um, if we don't level up, we'll stop. If we do level up, we'll do the Gladiator quest and then stop. Zuzameda wishes to share with you a most amazing rumor. Ah, the altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it that there is a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Sildi. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence. Even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Wyston, and he is a very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with the Sacrarium. Of course, the Thermitages only consider the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ul'dah. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. One voice which is invariably heard belongs to Lol, Lord Lolorito. He has long lavished skill upon the Thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Suffice it to say, if Wyston thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. But that eventually may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet with Wyston and volunteer for his expedition? Come to join? Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not exactly easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside, little ones from Stone's Throw. I look after them when I have time to spare, and so they've taken to following me around, even when I tell them not to. But what with the overseeing the search for the vein, I barely have a chance to visit the privy at the moment, much less entertain the younglings. Can you give them these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? Starveling child. I like playing with Winston. He makes sure no one bullies us. Straight from G good good Weiston's pocket. Don't mind the lint. Weiston's worried about us? Oh, I don't want to make him worried. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. Weiston's kind to us. I like him. This is for me? I want to eat it, but then again I don't, because then it'd be gone. Tell Wyston thanks, and tell him I'm sorry for getting in the way. But Wyston always plays with us. Why won't he come out and play? Wow, a ginger cookie! I'd better save some for my brother. I know, I'll go home and eat it with him. That was surprisingly effective. I ain't going nowhere, missus. I'm too hungry to move besides, so you'll have to carry me. A cookie? Well, if Wyston really wants me to go home, then all right. But I want to next time. Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it, but no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better. Yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money you can change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in their hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventurer. We will reclaim our dignity and with it our place within those walls. We found her! We found the vein! We found her! We found the vein! Wyston, you must come and see. Already? Amazing! We leave at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. Duty calls. Commence battle for way down in the hole. Yes. We will be synced down one level. Uh-oh. Thaw's balls, son. A Vaynor in the middle of a ruined, bloody city? Goddamn idiot. What did you think was gonna happen? That you'd strike it rich and get cozy with the Order while the Masters of Ul'dah looked on? No one crosses the Syndicate. The Syndicate? Ha! Finally sunk in, has it? Well, look who it is. Not all your friends have deserted you, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you won't have to die alone. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Who's that spouting gibberish? Show yourself! This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hells, does Lord Lolorito mean to kill us too? Duty commenced. You are strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Impossible. Never has the golem been so sorely tested. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. Damn. Seems I've missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time. Ugh, my head. I would compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Ul'dah herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, stop it. I have oft heard it said that the blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you desert roses. I hear they attacked another caravan. Aye, and business is suffering for it. Bloody Amal Shah. What's stirring him up, do you reckon? Another raid. And I'll wager that caravan was carrying crystals just like much like the rest. Much like the last. They truly mean to summon a primal. We must act quickly. You coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, wouldn't you? Perish the thought. So tell me, where in this marvelous city might you lovely ladies be staying? At this rate, grain will soon be more precious than gold. The result of the uncommonly bad harvest, to be sure. We have you to thank for them, do we not? Aye, this weakening of aetheric flow must surely be linked to Dalamun's descent. And, of course, to the primals. Fine mess, but we must not lose hope. Louis So will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. Truly a marvel of Charline ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the aether. Time to focus. No more gallivanting about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. This disturbance is recent. The Sultan tree. Maybe Papa Shan will know something of it. Looks like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? It's me. I was too late. Person of interest had already quit the scene. The general? Very well. I shall be there anon. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect aetheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not be simpler to just to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. I heard the Blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you that he is not a man to be trifled with. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would surely have slaughtered us all. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the coffer and coffin later. Until then, stay safe. Uh-huh. I shall accompany Whiston and his men. They need protection. And I need more information. Ah, but where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of aether in Thanalan. It is an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet it is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Ah, wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... Never mind. Fare thee well. "12 bless you, my friend. You've risked your life to save ours." Portrayed by my own guards. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Lolorito owns the goddamn brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could hardly have predicted that the wealthiest man in Ul'dah would want me dead for the heinous crime of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant, for God's sakes. That ruthless bastard. And what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. It beggars belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ul'dah any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, Gods, even the children may not be safe. If I don't disappear, and you, gods damn it, if Lolorito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak with the others to make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the consul and Mistress Momodi. She's helped countless adventurers in her time. Mayhap she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Lolorito's spies may be watching. Okay, let's go Ethernet Adventurers Guild. Hand in the quest, then we'll go back to the Gladiators Guild, do that quest, and then we will sign off for the night. Settle down, Mining. You've got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you were at the ruins. Whiston, on the other hand, is now a pariah, about as welcome round here as a rabid wolf, poor bucker. Suffice to say, that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the East Eldenard Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Naldthal, and member of the Syndicate. Didn't get where he is by leaving loose ends, that one. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even those blades knew what was coming. It's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this color your view of Ul'dah, Mining. It's true that there are some here who ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want. But most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damn fool for risking your life to save the marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, Mining, and for that you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room. My treat. Just have a word with Atopa Patopa. Atopa Patopa whenever you feel like staying. In rooms now available. When you've got your appetite for adventuring back, consider taking on a guild leaf or two. We've got a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It'd be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Eustace can tell you more about how the system works, so go and speak with him if you're interested. Guild leaves now available. Recommendations list is now available. You now have access to to recommendations. This feature displays a list of quests or duties currently available in your area. The recommendations list can be opened from under Duty in the main menu and will also be displayed automatically when you log in. If you find yourself unsure of what to do next, this tool makes it simple to locate activities suitable for your present class and level. Class quest rewards. Action learned provoked. There are some actions which only can be learned by completing specific class quests. For example, the ranged lancer weapon skill Piercing Talon is acquired by completing the Lancer's Guild quest available at level 15. Ooh, that shield is really cool. Yeah, it's like a clock, sort of. A lot of people just idling. I forgot to check what this does. Gesture threateningly, placing yourself at the top of a target's enmity list while gaining additional enmity. Pretty nifty. So let's provoke. This way. Milia. That old familiar feeling. We'll get Brass Bastard Sword. Shield Lob delivers a range attack with a potency of 100 with increased enmity. And then a piece of armor of our choosing. First Sword Milo wishes to assign you another task. Hail, Mining! You've come at a good time. I have another task I wish to assign you. The Immortal Flames and the Brass Blades both have requested the Guild's assistance in maintaining security at Camp Drybone, a vital outpost along the Royal Allegan Sunway. The Amalja have been raiding caravans with reckless abandon, creating significant disruption in trade. Ul'dah has a long troubled history with the Amalja, so raids are not unheard of. However, this recent escalation must be addressed. Go to Camp Drybone and search for these raiders. Mining. I've already dispatched other gladiators to patrol the region, so I suggest you speak with one for more information. Search for your guildmates near Camp Drybone. Let's teleport to Blackbrush, and then we'll make our way to that region. I should get the chocobo keep for this region. Okay. That's a big mount. Ah! Might as well. Cool. Mapping the realm Eastern Thana. Okay, so Camp Drybone is where it wants us to go. Well, I guess it wants us to go there, but we should still get the stuff for Camp Drybone. Which would be the crystal and the porter. I actually have to go down there to attune. Injured gladiator. Get down! They're still here! Feel a rush of air as a arrow whistles by your head. Hello. Oh yeah, I forgot I keep forgetting I can move now. I'm so used to not being able to. Search for your guild mates near Camp Drybone. Speak with the injured gladiator. Don't worry, sister. I'll be fine. Though maybe not when the first sword is done with me, eh? Go and tell her that the Amaljar are dead. Leave the merchant to me. Can't teleport yet. I'll just have to walk it. I don't really have the guild to spend on teleportation right now. Or at least not milly-nilly teleportation. Close the map. Thank you. I'm a little concerned by the prospect that this isn't marked as me handing it in, which means they might send me back out to Western Thailand. I knew it was right to send you mining. You've done us proud. Seven hells, this place reeks of sweat. How do you expect a man to concentrate on his swordplay like this? Aldous? You remember me. How goes it, brother? Still waving your sword around like a feather duster? You! Good to see you too, Mila, my dear. You're more beautiful than I remember. You're alive! Where have you been all these years? Answer me! Me? Well, if you must know, I'm on a spiritual journey of self-discovery. Damn it, Aldous, this is serious! We all thought you were dead! And for you to walk in here as though nothing ever happened? Have you forgotten how you dishonored us? I should cut you down where you stand! Oh, now that's the Mila I remember. All fire and brimstone. I knew that pretty face could still contort itself into some terrifying shapes. Don't pout, girl. I'm just having fun. But, as you wish, I'll go. Mining, was it? Why don't you join me at the quicksand? I could use some company, and I doubt anyone else here would be so kind. Uh-oh. This is ominous. Oh, sorry you came. Sorry you had to witness that little reunion between me and Mila. The sword of gnawed back from the dead. You'd think I'd be greeted by throngs of adoring fans, not threats of violence. Listen, Mining, you're good with a sword, that's plain to see. More than that, you've got purpose. There's a fire burning within you. As a former man of conviction, I can recognize a kindred spirit. Geralt named her Frenzy. She is one of a magnificent pair of swords that the drunken prodigy forged for Colosseum champions. The man who wielded her twin had eyes that burned like yours. Mining, The hells? All this, sort of gnawed. We've come for your head. If you do that, how the hells am I supposed to enjoy my ale? Arrogant fool, prepare to meet your maker. People of Gridania really don't like this guy. Well, ain't you a bunch of impatient, humorless fellows? Up for a bit of fun mining? I'll lead, you follow. Those weaklings are all yours, mining. Aye, that's the sort of sport I crave. Watch their eyes, mining, not their hands. What? Didn't think he'd go so far as to send a gang of sellswords into the quicksand in broad daylight. Why is it never a bevy of beauties? Let's continue this another time, shall we? I need to find a new place to drink. One with more attractive company than this sorry lot. And to see how that cliffhanger resolves, you'll just have to tune in next time when we progress the story a little bit more. My apologies, Mining. I meant to teach you a new technique earlier, but when that idiot arrived, I completely forgot. He's just so infuriating. Ahem. The shield lob technique will allow you to attack from afar without the need for ranged weaponry. Since we gladiators are primarily close-range fighters, the ability to draw the attention of distant enemies is a valuable asset. May it serve you well in the field, Mining. Okay, and this is all level 15. Just gotta go by what gives us the most improvement. 10, 20. Yeah. Trousers. Quest complete. Action learned, shield lob. Level up. And with that, we will return to the Adventurers Guild and wrap up today's stream. Come on. Sit. Okay. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thought it was pretty fun. I'm gonna see who's going, so I can set up the raid. Let's see here. Well, in the tune of Final Fantasy games, Octo is playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, so I'll send you guys over there. So go say hey to them. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Uh, Remember to check out the Discord if you want to be in streams in the future. And that's about it from me. So, hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you have a nice night and stay minty. Bye bye. Peace out.